What's good, everybody? Living out his backpack every night, needing a new place to sleep. Oh, you hear it? Man, I got so much shit up on my plate, dog. My bad, y'all getting sidetracked already. Um, Welcome. What's good, everybody? Welcome to the No Signal Podcast with your boy Mondo, man. With your boy Mondo. It's a real fucking strange day in Cali these past couple days. For real. It's been like raining and snowing, like hailing and shit, and right now it's like sunny as shit. Like there's like the clouds is clearing up and it's like you starting to see the blue skies and shit. But watch in about an hour, it's gonna get cloudy and it's gonna start raining again. I hate that shit, man. I hate that shit. As long as it stays like sunny, I'm praying for sunny this weekend. I'm praying for sun this weekend, honestly. In case y'all didn't know about, this weekend in the previous episodes, I'm going to Rolling Loud this weekend. I'm going to try and get some videos for y'all, man. I'm going to try and get some like little interviews with people and shit, you know what I mean? I'm going to take a little microphone and shit. I'm going to try and give y'all some good content, man. Some good Rolling Loud content, you know what I mean? But yeah, it starts Friday all the way to, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, and I was looking at the lineup and I feel like each day it gets better and better. Because like, what is it? Sunday, like the last night is Future. And I think on Saturday is Playboy Cardi. Playboy Cardi, right? Playboy Cardi or Travis Scott, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Saturday is Travis Scott. Yeah, Friday is Playboy Cardi, Saturday Travis Scott, and then Sunday Future, the main like headliners to end off the nights. You know what I mean? Honestly, I can't wait to see okay, so here we go. Friday. On the list for Friday, the only people I know are Eddie Baker, Xavier Wolf, Ken Carson. I know Ken Carson, but I don't really listen to him like that. Blueface, Rich the Kid, Nardo Wick, Soulja Boy, Chief Keef, obviously. I gotta see Xavier Wolf though. I haven't seen that fool in a minute. But yeah, man, I want to see Chief Keef because Chief Keef was supposed to be at Smokers, bruh. Chief Keef was supposed to be at Smokers Fest, but they brought out, I think, like Reason or like they brought out someone like fucking. I think Larry June came out or some shit like that. I'm not mistaken. Forgive me if I'm mistaken for someone else, but it had to be someone like, that everybody knows they shit. And I think it was Larry June because he kept saying like, good job, Larry. Not unless it's another Larry motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about that, but but yeah, Friday night, Chief Keef gotta be there. DaBaby's gonna be there. And I heard like DaBaby's like ticket sales is like, he fell off. Like no one really fuck with him like that. But I want to go like see his stage when he performs. Like bet you like that shit's gonna be empty, bro. Like not empty. I'm not trying to be a dick and shit, but I'm just saying like everybody knows that DaBaby is falling off and shit, you know? But after that, you got Trippie Redd, Tyga, like really, bro? Like got Kodak Black. Kodak Black is like going to court for some shit. Who knows if he's gonna make it? And obviously Playboy Cardi to end off on the Friday night. Saturday night, who am I looking forward to seeing Saturday night? I'm looking forward to seeing like, damn, Currency's gonna be there. Puya. I ain't heard of Puya in a minute since like 2015 type shit, bro. That's insane. But Larry June obviously is gonna be on Saturday. Young Nudie, Bones. I gotta see Bones. Same way with Eddie Baker, Xavier Wolf. I gotta see Bones, bro. Smoking like a motherfucker, hot and motherfucker bitch, we stopped to play. Says Charlotte Water Boys, dead to the mother boys, we gave, where'd you say? You know, it's just, I'll just be going off, man, for real. You got Lil Yachty performing as well. Kevin Gates. 2 Chain. 2 Chain. Yo, 2 Chain is a good performer. I ain't gonna front. When I seen him at Smokers Fest, he performed like some good ass songs. He performed like just the songs he's like featured in mostly. You know what I mean? He played No Lie. No lie, no lie, no lie, yeah, yeah. You know, y'all remember that song? Every time I hear that song, I think of when it was like middle school times, like around middle school times, or like when I was a freshman type shit. Because I remember it was like when Modern Warfare 3 was the fucking shit. Modern Warfare 3 was the fucking shit, bro. Like that's the last. That's probably like the last Call of Duty game I've ever played, and I'm not saying it like, oh, that's the last one I've ever played. Like I played the ones like, after that, but I'm just saying like that's the one I played like constantly, religiously. You know what I mean? It was just it was just a time. It was just a good time, man. Like so I remember it was just like, me and the homies obviously, and then we'll play that song in the background and shit. No lie, no lie, yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, bro. Those are some good ass fucking times, man. Good ass fucking times. I miss those days. For real. But let me see. Let me see. Yeah, Saturday night. Yeah, that's on Saturday night. Don Tolliver, Lil Baby, and Travis Scott to end off. Travis Scott, I'm a fucking rage in there. I'm a fucking rage. I'm be in there like, even though I don't got long hair like that, I'm gonna just be like shaking my shit. You know what I mean? Shaking my fucking, shake them dreads, shake them dreads. Y'all know what I mean, man. But I think this is on Sunday, the last day with special guest Lil Wayne. So I don't know if Lil Wayne's gonna end it off or he's gonna be, just around or some shit like that. But on Sunday night, the last night there, what is the Ice Spice? Who Ice Spice? Yo, I gotta see Ice Spice. I gotta see Ice Spice. And I'm not saying like, oh, I fuck with her music. I'm just saying like I gotta see Ice Spice to see if she's real. To see if she's real. Like all this shit that you see on social media, yeah, yeah, whatever. But I gotta see that shit live. I gotta see that shit in action. You know what I mean? Especially when she like bent down and she put her hand right there and shit. And I'm just like, damn, like she feeling like, you know how girls do when they like, nah, I'm not even gonna get into detail. Like it's too soon. It's too soon. Who else? Coy Leray. I know her, but I don't really like, bump her music like that. Sheck West, OGZ. Honestly, I ain't gonna front. Here, let me name all these guys. All right. So Tory Lanez, Polo G, Moneybag Yo, Sky Mask, Sky Mask, Ski Mask, The Slump God, Lil Tecca, OGZ, Sheck West. I don't know none of they shit. Honestly, I don't know none of they shit. I'm just looking forward to Lil Uzi and Future on a Sunday night. Honestly, I'm just looking forward to, Lil Uzi and Future on a Sunday night type shit. I was gonna say a story time, but I don't really like know any stories that come to mind like that. You know what I mean? So, um, in recent news, in recent news, this who Aiden Ross, bro. Like I know a lot of people like they trying to cancel Aiden Ross and all this shit. But to me, like he's cool and all, but I just like don't really like watch his streams like that. I'm not really like like how the homies be like they, play games and they watch his streams like every day type shit. Or back then when he used to stream, now he's like banned on Twitch or some shit. And he went to Kick. By the way, that's a good story time to get into. One of the little homies, he told me about Kick. And I was like, Kick? I was like, what you know about Kick? You got Kick? Like me thinking like it's back then, like Kick type shit. But he was like, nah, like Kick, like the streaming thing, the streaming, website. And I was like, nah, like, what is it? And he's like, oh, dude, you could literally stream everything, like anything or whatever. And I was like looking at like a couple of people's streams, and they was like streaming and playing music in the background. And I'm like, yo, they not getting taken down. They not getting copywritten for this shit. I was like tripping. I was like, man, you know what? This is Doobie. Doobie's calling in a FaceTime, in a Discord, but my bad, Doobie. Hold on. Yo, he actually calling. He actually calling right now. My bad, Doobie. My bad, Doobie. I'm in the game. I'm not in the game. I'm doing my podcast right now, bruh. I kind of want to answer it at the same time, but I don't know if he's gonna say some like outlandish shit. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna just let that ring right now. But like I was saying, one of the little homies put me on a kick, and I was like, "What the hell? Like, let me see what's up with this." And I was streaming the other night, and it was like I was getting like three viewers, and I was like, "Yo, this is the most I've ever gotten like on Twitch and shit." So besides Twitch, y'all can follow me on Kick. You know what I mean? I'm about to link it towards the end, so y'all can fuck with that. You know what I mean? So other than that, they trying to cancel him for him tweeting there are only two genders, which is facts. I got a pimple on my chin. I'm like bugging the fuck out. My bad, y'all. Yeah, there are only two genders when in reality that's just facts. Next question. That's what I wrote down on my shit. In reality, it's just facts. I don't know why ever since the pandemic, or I don't know when this has been. They've been trying to make this a thing that there are multiple genders. Like, oh, non-binary, general neutral. What is that? General neutral, gender neutral. What is gender neutral? What the fuck is that? Like, and it's so stupid that people who, they refer to themselves as non-binary and stuff. Like, bro, like you don't know who you are. Like, you're labeled like. I'm gonna just put it this way, because I don't want to get too much into it. Then I'm gonna go on for minutes and shit. I'm gonna just put it this way. I seen a video of some dude, like they asked him, like, oh, what do you think about, non-binaries or whatever, they, them, and, all these other things. He's like, let me just put it this way. Say you die. It don't matter if you're, non-binary or whatever, male transitioning to a female, female transitioning to a male, whatever. When you die and someone digs up your body, they're only going to know two things. Either it was a guy or it was a girl. Ain't no fucking way they're gonna be like, yeah, this is a girl body, but it was a non-binary, so we refer to it as he, they. Like, there's no fucking way. Like, there's no way. Fucking, what are those people that dig up stuff? Like, I don't want to say a word and look dumb. Like architects or some shit. Like architects? Like, nah, not even that. Is it? Like the people that dig up like old fossils and shit. I don't even know. I'm gonna have to like, let me see. People that dig up old fossils. What are those people called? Paleontologists. Paleontologists use many tools to help them find fossils. So say if like we go extinct. What am I getting into? No, I'm just leave it at that. Say someone digs up your body, a paleontologist digs up your body. He's only gonna know two things: you either a male or a female. So I don't know what the whole like everybody's like. Even the people that refer, even the like male, like the male people are like, oh no, like he, him, and all this shit. Like the male, like that actually know who they are and shit. They're like, oh yeah, he's out of pocket. Oh yeah, cancel him and all this shit. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, just because he's saying there's only two genders and it's actual facts, that there's all this like extra talk that, oh, like, no, you're out of pocket for that. No, cancel him. Yeah, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Bullshit. Yeah, he knows what he's talking about. What the fuck? Next question, bro. Next question. Moving on. I'm gonna get into this. Students disrespecting the teachers and the handful of videos I seen on Twitter, bro. Like, this shit's like getting out of hand, bro. Like, when I was in school, it was just straight verbal. It was just straight verbal. You know what I mean? Like, hey, get your book out, turn to page this. No, No, oh well, get out. No, I'm not getting out. Oh well, I'm gonna call security. Oh, call security. I don't care. Like it was that way. It was that way. It never escalated. It never escalated to someone putting their hands on a teacher or a teacher putting their hands on a student. That's where motherfuckers like blow shit out of proportions. They get on. I don't know if they getting in their feelings and shit, and they start like feeling attacked when the teacher tells them like, a certain like sentence, like, oh, like pull your pants up, shit like that. Oh, fuck you, make me pull my pants up, make me pull my pants, like, then it's just like, bro, like, just pull your pants up, sit down, like, just it can be avoided in so many ways, but I don't know how the kids are raised, or I don't know how the teachers, show up on a bad day and then they just, in a bad mood and everything. I don't know what escalates to that, but at the same time, I seen a handful of videos. Like one of the videos I seen, god damn, excuse me, y'all. I almost threw up right there on camera. But damn. Uh but yeah, I seen this one video, some dude, he was like blocking the door or like holding the door open or some shit, and then like the teacher was like trying to close the door, and then she like pushed it out and then slammed it on his foot or some shit like that, or like slammed it on his hand, and then he looked at her and he fucking punched her like through the little crack of the fucking door. He fucking punched her through the crack of the door. And obviously, like, she was like, oh, like, but it's the teacher's fault too. Why are you gonna slam the door on the kid's leg or arm, whatever? I forgot what it was, but how are you gonna slam the door on the kid and think it's okay? Like, is he serious right now? Like, I don't know what the fuck these teachers, like, all of a sudden. I'm not blaming the teachers at all. Like, it's a little bit of blame on both sides. It depends which video you see. It depends like how you take it or how you view it. But I seen a bunch of like, like kids, they just acting like wild the fuck out. Like they fucking, he's like, oh, something, something. All right. Now you don't tell me to shut up. You don't tell me to get out. You get out, Mr. Blah, blah, blah. The fuck you talking about? Like, he's all in his fucking face. And I'm like, bro, like, relax, bro. Like, sit down, bro. Like, there's many ways this shit could be avoided and shit. You don't got to take this shit to the next level. Like, obviously, if you take it to the next level, then your parents are going to find out. Then the fucking other teachers, then the principal's going to find out. The fucking, what is it? The city council. Not the city council, but the fucking district. Like, the school district is going to find out. And then they're going to be like, oh, yeah, let's, let's look deeper into it. What actually happened? And then they're actually going to know the truth. And then whether it be like the student saying, oh, the teacher said, oh, fuck you, or whatever, the teacher was being racist or whatever, or the teacher threw the first punch or whatever, then they can, dissect it, get into detail and find out the real problem and shit, rather than, you know, like rather than just sweeping it under the rug. Cause that's the last thing, the school district wants to do and shit. Cause obviously it makes them look bad at the end of the day. And obviously, like, I'm just saying, bro, like, there's many ways students and teachers could handle this situation. Like, and obviously you got the other kids recording and shit, and then they egging it on, like, yeah, yeah, throw the book in his face. Yeah, yeah, throw the book on him. Like, you know what I mean? Like they just fucking gassing it up and shit. How do you say, gaslighting it or some shit? Like, they just hyping it up, bro, or some shit like that. They just hyping it up. But that's how kids are and shit. That's how kids are. And then, you don't want to do something that fucks up your future and shit, because obviously, like, that shit's gonna linger. That shit's gonna linger on you. It depends if you forgive yourself and stuff like that. That's just the way I see it. Like, oh, if I do something bad, oh shit, man. But and then just like start thinking about it like heavily, and then I'm just like thinking like, damn, like did I ever give a chance? Did I ever give myself a chance to forgive myself for like the bad shit I done? You know what I mean? Like, that's just the way you gotta, go about shit these days, man, for real. Wow. And another fucking, oh, my fucking wrist. And other and in other in n- blah. In other news, you got this motherfucker Karl Malone. Obviously, I hate saying that name, Karl Malone, but there was a topic in an interview he was talking about, or whatever. I guess the interviewer guy, he, if let me just say this, give y'all a little, summary about Karl Malone if y'all don't know about this, if y'all not too familiar with basketball or Karl Malone in general. Karl Malone was like in college still. I believe he was like 19 or 20, some shit like that. He got a 12, at the time, 12 to 13-year-old girl pregnant while he was, in college doing his work, doing his thing or whatever. You know, one thing led to another in his career, and then boom, he made it to the NBA. And once the NBA found out about it, what can they do about it? What can they do? There, it's just like, oh, okay, well, yeah, we get he's like, you know, like a pedophile, but we can't do nothing because he's already in the league. He already got drafted. He's already getting paid millions of dollars and stuff. Um, you know what I mean? So it's just like, what the fuck? And that's why this recently, when it was the All Star weekend and stuff like that, it was just so awkward that they had him there. Because obviously it's in, Utah, Salt Lake City. They He played for Utah, so obviously he has to anytime the NBA mentions Utah, they have to mention either Stockton or Karl Malone. And it's just so like cringe and awkward when they mention Karl Malone because it's of his history. He's the shit he's done and stuff. So in this interview, the guy asked him about it, I guess, and then he was like, "Oh, to me, age is just a number. Like the numbers I used in the dunk contest. How about we talk about that?" Like, bro, you got some nerve. You got some nerve for fucking saying some shit like that, bro. Like, he's pretty much saying like, "Oh, all right, I done it. What are you guys gonna do about it? Now he's number three in the all time. I'm number three in the all time leading scorer. What are you guys gonna do about it? Take away my points? You can't take away my points. And it's just so fucking like weird, bro. It's just so fucking weird that the NBA still has ways of like, you know, of keeping his name like alive in a sense. You know what I mean? In just a weird way. In a weird way. That's just like, I don't know. That's just like, I can't like, you just can't compare shit. You just can't compare anything to that. You really can't compare anything to that because it's just like it's just a curveball. Honestly, it's just a curveball. So it's just hard to like, it's just hard to like catch the fact. You know what I mean? A curveball catch. It's just hard to catch the fact that he, you know, is a pedophile with that shit. And he went in this interview and said that shit. To me, age is just a number. Like the numbers I used in the dunk contest. How about we talk about that? Like, bro, you're trying so hard. You're trying so hard to sweep this shit under the rug. Yo, I hate talking about shit like this. You know what I mean? Like pedophiles and their like the consequences they got waiting for them and shit, the karma they got waiting for them, because I know that shit's just gonna fucking that shit's gonna mink them in the fucking face, bro. Honestly, that shit's gonna tarnish their fucking soul. What is it? Perish? Tarnish? Perish? However you want to say it, but I know either way it's like not a good look on them or the NBA on the fact that they still try to keep his name relevant whenever they mention the NBA in general. The NBA in general, either that or when they mention Utah, because that shit is just a curveball that you cannot come to grips with. Crazy. Sticking to the NBA scheme, sticking to the NBA aspect of the podcast right here or whatever. Adam Silver trying to fix the overtime games, the overtime rules by adding a score target. How they do in the All-Star game, how he you know fixed the All-Star game and made it, like that. The first year he done that, the first year when after, RIP Kobe, after Kobe died, and and Gigi, they had one team wearing number 2 and the other team wearing number 24 and shit. It worked only that season for one reason, because everybody was competitive. Everybody knew the the state of the NBA, where it was, how all the NBA fans were grieving all around the world, how the NBA players were still grieving, you know, the next month when All-Star weekend hit. So obviously all the players were just like, boom, like just go 100%, go 100%. Because that's what Kobe would have done, and that's what Kobe would want them to do. Because you see all the other All-Star games that Kobe was in, he's drenched in sweat, bro. He's fucking drenched, bro. I don't know what game it was. I think it was the 2008 or the 2009 All-Star game where he was just like in a full sweat. In a full sweat. It was crazy. I think it was the Phoenix one. I don't know if it was the one in Phoenix. I'm not sure, but damn, bro. Either way, he was just in a full sweat, and that's the way All-Star games need to be played. All these fans, they travel from all around the world to see, the All-Stars and shit. And now I'm getting into All-Star. What the fuck am I doing? But either way, all these fans travel around the world to get into All-Star weekend to watch their favorite players. All the main players from each teams or every other teams just go 100%. This past All-Star game, you got Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown going one-on-one, and all the other fools just standing there. All the other fools just standing there. If that don't let you know that, well, I'm repeating myself from last week. What the fuck am I doing? But as I'm saying, Adam Silver, he needs to step down. Adam Silver needs to step down from being the commissioner of the NBA. He's ruining the league right before our eyes. Back then, they had a dress code, right? They had a dress code because Allen Iverson was dressing all comfy, baggy clothes, all this shit, baggy sweats or whatever. You got Kobe wearing Philadelphia Eagles, football jersey and shit, just chilling with the fucking long changes, chilling. And supposedly they made a dress code to where it was like, oh, you guys have to dress proper now. You guys have to dress casual, anything business attire. You fucking look last night in the Memphis Lakers game. What the fuck was Dylan Brooks wearing, bro? What the fuck was Dylan Brooks wearing? You really think that they implemented these dress code rules and all this shit for motherfuckers like Dylan Brooks to wear this shit? Come on now. This shit's getting fucking silly. You guys, I'm about to go off, yo. I'm about to go off right now. I don't want to. But Adam Silver, man. Adam Silver, what overtime target score are you aiming at? What overtime target score are you aiming at? Obviously, you've seen these past games 175 plus points from Sacramento and the Clippers and shit last week on Friday. Yeah, last week on Friday. Yo, it doesn't matter. Just a couple years ago, it was like a 3-4 overtime game with Denver and Portland in the playoffs. Bruh. In the playoffs, they went 3-4 overtimes, bro. It just depends on the players if they want to get some stops and some buckets. Just let the players decide. Why are you gonna have some rules to where it's oh no, yeah, boom, right there. Just say, okay, let's say as an example, last second, one more point to win. One more point to win, either team or whatever. One team goes, as an example, Lakers, Boston, LeBron goes for a layup, gets fouled, boom, they don't count it. Then we're gonna, go on the other end because the refs missed the call. So once they miss the call, then you gotta keep playing this shit. So say Boston takes it on the other end, boom, makes it. Then you got the 2 minute not the 2 minute warning, the 2 minute, what did they say? The last 2 minutes of the game when they review it. The 2 minute review, whatever the fuck. The last 2 minutes when they review the game. And then they say, oh yeah, we fucked up right here. Oh yeah, the refs fucked up right here. Yeah, it should have been the Lakers game to win. Then you're going to have shit like that. Then you're not even letting the players, you're not even going to let the players you know, fuck, something about the outcome. You're not gonna let the players determine the outcome. Determine, yes. You're letting the fucking target score determine the outcome. Bullshit. That shouldn't even be in the picture right now. The reason I'm saying he's fucking up the game right now is because all these past years, it's been the same. It's been the same. And nothing bad has ever happened. Nothing drastic has ever happened. The only drastic thing that the the players or whatever have done recently to fuck up the game, not even the commissioner. The commissioner, obviously, I expressed my frustration about that. But the players, the only way they're fucking up the game, load management. You look back. Kareem, did he have load management? Michael Jordan, did he have load management? Kobe, did he have load management? Shaquille, did he have load management? None of this load management shit came into play until LeBron, bro. Like, I'm not saying LeBron fucked up the league. I'm just saying, like, bro, all these players were going 100% every game, 100% every game until the load management shit started coming into effect. Then players started taking games off. We're gonna. Oh, this fan traveled from all the way from Argentina just to see LeBron play, and he's gonna sit out, and he's gonna sit out. Same shit with Kawhi. Kawhi's like the main one. Kawhi is like the load management fucking CEO, and that it's gotten so bad to where the news, the fucking whatever the Channel 5 whatever channel some news was in the like front of the Staples Center, and they was talking to the fans. They were like, "Oh, what do you think about Kawhi not playing tonight? Oh, it just sucks. Spending. I saved up, a couple paychecks, to get some good seats to see Kawhi, close in person, and he's not playing. I just have to see him, farther from the bench. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like it's up to the players, bro. Like the players are the ones that's, it's up to the players to determine the outcome of the games, obviously determine the outcome of whether they play or not. And whether they play or not also determines the outcome of games. So Adam Silver, please step down and please let the players determine the result of the game. Please. 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 Um Also, I was like tripping. This is like a funny joke I seen the other day and shit. Not seen, well, fucking like thought about in my head, but I just seen it on TV and I just wanted to make a joke of it. All these fucking random ass pills that they got with weird ass names, random ass pills that they got with weird ass names, like, oh, please, if do not take Centricate. Do not take Centricate if you are under the age of 17. Oh, do not take Duplexin, whatever, Duplex. I put Duplexin. If you have came across someone with a STD or anything, as it could lead to side effects and pregnancy defects and all this shit. It's just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, do not take Dubrovnia unless you have critical or mental stability, or you are in critical condition to operate machinery and all that. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, it's just the most weirdest fucking name, like pills and shit, and they tell you like the weirdest side effects or the weirdest like or the shit not to do while taking it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, do not eat ice cream unless you are 4 feet away from a cat or something like that. You're like, it's just like just weird ass shit, bro. Like these random ass fucking pills they got on TV and shit, bro. Like, what the fuck y'all promoting, man? Oh, do not take Duplexin unless you are 25 feet away from someone with a STD virus and fully vaccinated and all this shit. Fuck, I almost choked on my saliva right there. God damn, y'all. My bad. Oh man, that shit is funny. Also, back to the basketball shit, man. Back to the basketball shit. Ja Morant accused of punching a 17-year-old 12 to 13 times and flashing a gun at him during a pickup game last summer. Honestly, I'm gonna need to see how the 17-year-old kid looks. Cause if it's like a big like 17, like I could understand how John Morant got like, I wouldn't doubt that he got bodied by him or something like that. Like say John Morant's going into, cause it was during the pickup game, it said. So say John Morant was going into the lane about to dunk on him, and then boom, homeboy just like grabs him, holds him, hugs him in the air and shit. And then, John Morant like, oh, like boom, 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 like give him a little 12 to 13, 12 to 13 piece. You know what I mean? And whatever shit escalated or whatever, went to his bag, got the strap out like that one movie with Tupac or whatever the fuck, whoever's in it. You know what I mean? Like, excuse me, y'all. Excuse me, y'all. But yeah, I wouldn't doubt like John Morant because like I have a feeling that John Morant lets like little shit get to him. I don't know. I don't know. He just seems like the type of dude to like anything will get like under his skin. You know what I mean? Because if it's true, like bro, like think if it's true, just think about it. A 17-year-old kid, John Morant, a rookie of the year, right? Yeah, rookie of the year. Like deal with Nike, already first signature shoe, and all this like news coming out about last summer. It was last summer, supposedly. It was last summer, so all this shit coming out now, so it's like making Nike look like kind of dumb. So they're just like, oh, okay, so we got rid of Kyrie, um, but we got John Morant back, and now he's like in trouble and shit. You know what I mean? In legal trouble, because like beating up a minor, bro, like that could get you in some legal shit, bro. Especially like flashing a gun and shit. And John Morant too, like he don't really seem like that type of like gang banging type and shit. Obviously, like we know the gang bangers in the NBA right now, like John Wall, gang bangs. Fucking who else? DeRozan, Compton, he's a Crip, so Compton. You got DeRozan, John Wall. Who else? Fucking shit. I don't even know who be gang banging like that in the NBA and shit. Those are the two main ones. Those are the two main ones that I know. So yeah, like, and you look at John Morant's other like his younger pictures and shit. That's why everybody's talking about this guy don't want to battle. His real name is Clarence or something like that. And Clarence's parents live at home with both, and Clarence's parents have a real good marriage or something like that. Like they show his old pictures and he's all like fucking they all matching fucking shirts, matching polos and shit, like looking all nice and shit. Like John Morant, he really don't seem like that type, bro. Like obviously, like just like everybody knows you a threat on the court, but off the court, like just be yourself, bro. Don't even try to let your friends like get into your head like, oh come on, bro, like like um oh, do this, do that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, like hold this for me, hold this shit for me, But I don't know, bro. It's weird. Like, I don't know. It's weird with John Morant and shit like that. All his like news and shit like that. Now let's get into the Lakers. Let's get into the Lakers segment of the show. Returning from All Star break. Klay Thompson, 22 points, was the scoring leader on the Warriors side. Ty Jerome, 20 points. Kevon Looney, 10 and 15. And I think you had, I think Draymond had a double-double, but I don't even know. I think he had almost a double-double, like 9 points and like 11 rebounds, some shit like that. But on the Lakers side, Malik Beasley went off 25 points, shooting 7 for 11 from 3. That's what you love to see, and that's why we got him. Shooter. Shoot that bitch. Got Reeves, 17 and 4. Solid contribution. AD, 12 points and 12 rebounds with 2 blocks. This is what I like to see right here. This is the stat I love to see. 8 Laker players in double digits scoring. That's what you love to see. So as long as it's 8 players in double digits scoring, that's already 80 points right there. That's already 80 points. So say, whatever, two or three out of those eight players get 20 points, then that's even better. So that's like an extra fucking, 40, 60 points. You know what I mean? Also, Lakers out assisted and out rebounded the Warriors. Lakers shot a solid 53% from three. I blame Malik Beasley for that. I blame Malik Beasley for that 7 and 11, shooting 7 for 11. So I blame him on the 53%. Lakers total scoring and shit. Lakers ended up winning the game 111-124. And one of the hold on, son. Hold on, son. Sunday. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Dallas game. The Dallas game, bro. I was heated. I was heated the first quarter, bro. I was heated the first half. The whole first half. But here we go. AD, 30 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 blocks. That's the AD. That's the AD we're accustomed to. That's the AD we're accustomed to. And then you got Braun, 26 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Jared Vanderbilt, the Luka stopper. I called him the Luka stopper. 15 points, 17 boards. I think 8 of those boards were like offensive rebounds, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, got 17 boards, 8 offensive, and to go along with 4 steals. That's the fucking defense we need. That's the defense we needed to complete the comeback. Being down 27. This has got to be the best Laker win of the season. Lakers ended up winning 111-108. On the Dallas side, Luka, 26 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Kyrie with 21 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists. And you got Tim Hardaway Jr., 17 points, shot 50% from 3, 4 of 8. 4 of 8. Despite the Lakers shooting 17% from 3-point, Lakers only made 6 3-pointers the whole game. 6 of 34. 6 for 34. Despite the Lakers shooting 17%, and also, despite that fact, Lakers still got the dub. Spoilers. Coming back from 17 down in that second quarter. Well, we was down 27 in the second quarter. We didn't complete the comeback in the second quarter. Let me rephrase that. You know what I mean? Lakers out rebounded and out assisted and had more steals. Again, that's the shit you love to see in a comeback. Also, a 27-point comeback, 111-108, Lakers dub. Memphis game. I feel like this is the Lakers game to win right here, honestly, because it was so close. It was a 4-point game with like 5-6 minutes left. It was like 4 or 5, 6 minutes left, whatever. But AD, 28 points, 19 rebounds, and 5 blocks. Lonnie Walker, 21 points. Austin Reeves, 17 points and 7 assists. Ja Morant, wow. He was just getting to the lane so easy. Especially when he would get to the lane, everybody thought he would dunk. But he would just like rise up. He'll use his vertical. And rise up and then just boom, like easy fucking like little jump hook. Little jump shot. It's not really a jump shot. It's like a jump, like, fucking just throwing it in there, like a little jump shot, jump hook or whatever. 39 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, triple double. Wow. Yeah, he was just like doing that over and over again. I noticed that each player was getting to the lane so easy, and then boom, just floater, boom, floater, boom, floater. Like, that's the shit that annoys me. Those fucking floaters and shit, bro. I hate that shit. Xavier Tillman. Xavier Tillman, 18 points, 11 rebounds. Jaren Jackson Jr., 16 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 blocks. Wow. And a crazy fucking putback dunk on AD, which fucking, I feel like that took the air out of AD. I feel like that took the air out of AD, honestly. And it was saddening to see because like AD was missing jump shots. All the other players were missing shots, easy shots, but there's nothing you could do. This is why I said this is the Lakers game to win. Memphis 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 shot 6 of 31 from 3-point. The Lakers shot better from 3-point. I forgot to write down how better, but the Lakers shot better. Memphis shot 6 for 31 from 3-point. Memphis had 41 points off turnovers. 41 points off turnovers. The Lakers had like 20 plus turnovers the whole game. 20 plus. And usually when you have 20 plus turnovers in one game, you're bound to lose the game. But this game was just so close. The Lakers could have made up for it, you know, in other ways, man. Yeah, Lakers just couldn't take care of the ball. That's why I said Lakers, had a bunch of turnovers and stuff like that. But either way, you gotta make your impact, felt on other ends of the floor, other ways on the court. Extra effort, extra hustle, shit like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. I feel like we could wrap it up here. I was gonna say something. The fucking I've been getting really into like David Goggins recently. And keep in mind, I didn't know who David Goggins was like my whole life. I recently found out about him. Not recently found out about him. I knew about him. Or not knew, heard about him. I heard about him from last year. Because, one of the homegirls or whatever, she said that she got a book. And it was one of his books. And she also bought me a book. I appreciate that. It's back here and stuff. I already read it. And it was a real good book. It was a real solid book. And, as I get to, hear about him more and more, I know that he's a Navy SEAL. He was in the Navy SEALs. He's like a runner. Pretty much he's like one of those motherfuckers that just puts their body through through any type of situation, whether it's like, and he like motivates himself, but he motivates himself like not in a negative way. He uses negativity to motivate himself. So, that's like whatever. I'm contradicting myself right there a little bit, but either way, he motivates himself like, oh, I looked at myself in the mirror and realized I need to stop being a bitch. I need to stop being a bitch. And then like, he just talks to himself like that. It's like real, like, it's just real, like funny, not funny, but just like serious in a way. You know what I mean? Like it's funny, but at the same time, it's like, oh shit, like he's real like serious about his shit, that he ran like 200 miles in like 24 hours or like 40 hours in total or some shit, and like 100 miles in less than 24 hours or some shit. And I'm just like, bro, like one of those guys that just like, just puts their body through the fucking ringer and shit, And I don't know why I mention it, but I just want to mention it just to like shed light on it, just so, you guys can also like, look into it, find out, look into, his story and stuff like that. Cause even just even just listening to his podcast of Joe, cause he's been on it twice. So you look at the first one, you watch the first podcast he was on Joe Rogan's, and he like the first 20 minutes, you can understand like, damn, this dude's been through fucking like bad shit. Like bad shit. Like I don't want to get too much into detail, but just look at his story. I want y'all to look at his story, not look at his story, but see who he is, get inspired, and just like motivate. You know what I mean? Just motivate yourself. That's why like my version of that is Kobe. You know what I mean? So like my version of that is Kobe. So like Kobe's way of like, his inspiration is the Mamba mentality. Just get better every day. Just get better every day, no matter what. And that's like, that's what I instilled into my mind ever since I started doing this podcast and shit. Ever since I started doing this podcast, started working out, just in my everyday life. You know what I mean? But just take the time, y'all, just to look into David Goggins and realize, just see how he, moves, not how he moves, but how he like motivates and just, pushes himself for the extra, the extra oomph, if you want to say the extra, strength, the extra knowledge, the extra power that is inside of you that you haven't reached yet. You know what I mean? Because we all have like that fucking, that power all inside of us. We just have to find a way to, shed light on it. Once we shed light on it, grab it and never let go of it. You know what I mean? That's my take on it. To find the motivation, find the power within you, grab it, and then never let go of it. And people, they might fucking, try to harass you with negativity, try to like downplay you, dehumanize you and shit. Just run through that shit. Just run through that shit with your fucking power, bro. With your power. Stay hard. That's what he says after every fucking, after every motivational video. Stay hard. Just stay hard. You know what I mean? And me, like my definition of staying hard is just like fucking letting it out. Just like like there be times where I'm like home alone and I'm just like fucking screaming, bro. I'm screaming at the fucking top of my lungs to where my fucking brain, not my brain, well, my head is just like, ah. You know what I mean? Like I have like some days where I just need to let it out. You know what I mean? Like I might seem chill and all this shit, but like, behind the camera, behind closed doors or whatever, if like I'm by myself, I'm just like, my biggest opponent and shit, and just like my biggest hater, my biggest doubter, and just my biggest like downplayer and shit. You know what I mean? It's just about having that voice, that different voice in your head. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying, y'all. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, man, I feel like we can wrap this up here. Be sure to subscribe here, obviously, since you're here already. If you're listening on Spotify, stay tuned. God damn, bro. I hate burping because then it feels like I'm going to throw up and shit. Nah, I'm just playing. But find me on Instagram and Twitter. Instagram and Twitter, same as always, No Signal Mondo. TikTok, Uncle Mondo 7 for my podcast clips. Spotify, obviously, for the No Signal podcast. And I'm not streaming on Twitch no more. I might every now and then, but now I'm streaming on Kick. So follow me on Kick. Subscribe to me on Kick. Follow me on Kick. Bean Mondo. Bean Mondo. That's how the homie says it. Bean Mondo. Yes, sir. So feel like we could let it ride out from here. Obviously, you know what I'm about to say. Stay true to yourself. Love yourself, man. But mainly, love yourself before you love anyone else. Peace and one love, man.